Hello guys, all the people out there. I'm happy to present you the second video of my series 365 steps. The series is, as you can see from the intro, which is the video 000 in this playlist, you can see that it's a series about the way to happiness, self-growth, so personal growth, healthiness, like health, and learning languages, and meditation, relaxation, being calm, being balanced, and so on. So there's a video every day. Today it's about fascinating projects. So which projects in your life are really fascinating or will be fascinating? Well, you can't say that, because if you're fascinated of a project, then it has already begun. And there's no such thing as the future. As you know, if you watch Eckhart Tolle, if not, you should watch Eckhart Tolle. He says there's only the present moment. And for example, now it's sunset. I'm walking along a small lake, and I've been to the end of the river Lech, which is a river that flows into the Danube. And I've walked around there a bit to see the reunion of those two rivers from different angles and perspectives, and I enjoyed it. And yeah, now it's sunset, and this time is reserved for 365 steps. So you will always come with me in sunset time. Yeah, we're going to the river, well, in direction to where I've parked my car, where I live in, and there it starts. I want to tell you my project, my current project, to give you an example of how fascination of projects works and what you can do to find out what you are fascinated about. And naturally you should do what you're fascinated of and not boring things. Maybe you need to continue some boring work which you have at the moment. If it's boring, that's good, because then you can either be present and enjoy the present moment. I did that when I worked in the hotel at the reception, and after a year or something, maybe after some months, I had a routine at work. And then when I started living in my car, I became more present. And then my colleagues, after coming back and working some months in the hotels, just to stock up my money, because I was beginning my business. So in the beginning you will have very not enough money normally. So you need a bit of other work, and that's okay. So you're bored at your work, you continue to work there, you're present, you enjoy the moment, you're there, and whenever there is time, you think of what you could do. This is not being present. sure. But it's very reasonable to make a plan, to think about what you want to change, because if the actual present is not ideal and you can change something for your better, then why not change it? But still enjoy what you're doing at the moment. So accept what you have and use that energy of being grateful and happy and balanced to start something new. And then, for example, I always, when I go hiking or whatever, when I walk along a beach or something, I become present, and then actually it happens every time. That's why sometimes I don't want to be present, because I have so many ideas when I'm present that I don't really know where to begin with all those ideas. And then also enjoying the doing of the project. Ideas multiply, and I just have to sort out what is not doable, because what I actually would need is a team, which I can't afford at the moment, and nobody wants to work for free. So at the moment there are a lot of ideas and I can't follow all of them. That's why I chose the most fascinating projects, because I think it's more important to do something you can identify with, because then you're motivated more, and then you also are authentical when you talk about it, and then everybody listens to you because they can sense that identification with your project. Whereas if you think about how reasonable is this project, and you maybe analyze it from a money point of view and see which project promises the most success and the most money, then maybe you won't identify so much with it. You only identify with the success that you hope to have, and then actually you won't have so much success maybe, because people just buy it somewhere else where the person is really identified with what he sells. So now my projects, and I only began 2 of them before I moved into my car to live a minimalist life, traveling full time around Europe at the moment. But I will expand my traveling in some years. I will go to the US, and let's see what that brings with it. I won't think more in the future. This is just the plan for what will I do in 4 years. So that's 2026. I want to go to the US. Until then, I will stay in Europe and discover a lot of rivers and lakes and coasts along the ocean and so on here in Europe. And actually all my projects are related to this one topic. That's why I identify so much with it, because it's really only one project. Wait a minute. Isn't this beautiful? I always like it. You don't see it every day. Sometimes there are too many clouds, but I mostly try to see it. And also, if it was raining the whole day, in the evening it often opens a bit and you can see the sunset. And if not, I just want to be outside, and I know that it's there behind the clouds, and I'm just grateful. And I just say thank you for the day. So my projects are all related to traveling and hiking and bathing and learning languages and being present. So I don't know why this is all one in my mind. Maybe because this form, which I'm in at the moment, this body and mind, have decided to live this lifestyle. So I live in my car, I travel around. I have a hiking guide. It's an online magazine. It's called Hiking Guide Hosts by the Water. And I discover a new area each month, and you will find all the parking lots along the lake or river, which I discover, where you can park overnight. Also the others for hiking, maybe. If, for example, you have a lake like Lake Constance, on most parking lots it's forbidden to stay overnight. So then you go to another parking lot, which is like 5 or even more kilometers away from the lake, but it's totally okay. So you will find all the parking lots that are relevant for your traveling and hiking experience. And then sure, you will find the hiking trails, and also the restaurants, which I call hosts by the water, and I define them as those restaurants or cafeterias or pubs or bars which have at least one seat or standing area with a table, like to put a glass on it, with a view to the water. So imagine a cafeteria here or restaurant here would be a host by the water, because it's a real view to the water from here. Whereas imagine one restaurant down there and the seats all down there. What a pity. It's an unreal, not a real host by the water. If there's no real host by the water in the whole area, like in this village or nearby or town, then I will give you one that is very close to a river or lake, maybe, and point out that it's not a real host by the water. But then you don't have to go out to eat every day. So, yeah, you can also take away food, maybe, and eat directly at the lake, for example. Well, some people coming. Just a second. Well, I do other things that are related to happiness and learning languages, which is basically communication, which is basically connecting to other people. Well, it's the typical human kind of connecting with other people, because you could also try to connect with another person by just staying with that person, being present. and so on. But most people don't know how. But it's part of communication also. So I can help you find this means of communication as far as I know it. So there are many ways to do it, and I don't know all of them, but what I know I can teach you. And that's the part where I work as a coach and a teacher. Also my YouTube channel and my ebooks are related to learning languages and being present and reaching your goals and living your dreams and so on. So what would you say, what are your most fascinating projects in your life? And be aware of my somewhat wider definition of project. Because actually a project should have an end, which in my case is different, because it could be over any time. So I just have this gigantic project of helping others to communicate with each other in this universe, which can never be over because universe is illimited. It's so beautiful. So whenever you feel like, oh, that's so beautiful, oh, that's so amazing, oh, I like this so much, and this could be a hint that actually this could be a fascinating project for you. And there's really not much people can do, actually. Because, okay, there are some technical things like computers and machines that help other machines to function, or I don't know. But the deeper meaning of being with machines is to help people to spend more time in nature. Because machines often make life easier. And computers can connect people all over the world. In former times you couldn't really communicate with people from other continents. At least, for example, in 1492 you could write a message to an native Indian, and then just wait for some months until the boat would arrive on the continent of America, and then sure, but you wouldn't know the Native American, so why would you write a letter to him? Okay, you could start a letter friendship. Yeah, but today it's very easy. Nearly everybody has access to, well, at least I think in some way you can access some means of communication. Like also if you live in the middle of a forest with a tribe of an ancient people without technique and machines, then you could write a letter to and connect with other people on other continents. So this world has the opportunity to connect, and it should connect, and sometimes it does, but not everyone uses the communication and connection in the same way. There are many people that are not in balance with their needs, and they are not happy, so they seek for other goods, or they want to have more things, want to own more land, more resources and whatever, or they want to tell other people what to do and therefore own other people, which is slavery. And you could very critically say that slavery exists in this world everywhere. So the more you focus on your projects and identify with what you're really meant to do, and the more you will be independent and able to flee from this slavery, which, well, I've left behind. I don't have to go to any place of slavery anymore. Well, there are some restrictions, like if I don't work, then I don't have any money, then I don't have food. But I just do what I want to do, and I still earn money from it, because there are things that I produce out of my creativity that are needed in the world, like stories and coaching and books and teaching and explaining and helping. So, what do you want to do? What are you fascinated of? What would you like to do? And how do you feel about the present moment? And do you enjoy your life? And do you do whatever you can to make the most out of it? Tell me in the comments, and I wish you a wonderful day, wonderful evening, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.